Good morning. Today we are off to Phya Husky Farm to do their 30-minute husky safari and farm visit. Phya is a little privately owned farm which is about 30 kilometres south of Luost. It's €120 for the adults and €70 for the kids. You do need to be over 4 to do it, but they do recommend over 6s ideally. We found that a couple of years ago when we did it with Amelia, because you sat still, you can't keep the hands and toes warm during it, so it probably is better for over 6s. You have to be over 18 to ride the sledge. Do just be aware that if you go in, if there's one adult and 2 children, they will let all 3 of you go together, but obviously the adult's going to have to be mushing, which means that the kids are going to be on their own on the sleigh, so you don't really want them. I wouldn't really advise having a 6-year-old and, you know, like a 7-year-old sat down on the sleigh together. They need to be fairly savvy and be able to keep themselves safe while the huskies go in at high speed. You can hire snowsuits if you need to in advance if you haven't got the gear there. You don't just turn up though because they don't have them on site, and you can get transfers for €20 each. We've ended up getting a private taxi and we happen to have come across another family that are going for the same trip, so we're going together with them and it's costing us about €90. It is going to be -14 today, so I think we're going to have a little bit of a task on our hands trying to keep Amelia's toes and hands warm. We've swapped gear a bit, so she's got my warm gloves on now, and she's also got a pair of my ski socks on, so she can fit on 3 pairs of socks and she can fit on 2 pairs of gloves. So we'll see how we go, trying to keep her warm. I'm going to get to mush this year. Last time when we did it, Mark did it for the whole journey, but I'm going to go on with Jake, so I get a chance to be in the driving seat, so we'll see how that goes.
Bit skiddy.
Into a bit of a snowdrift.
Yeah. Say hello to Dad.
Hello!
See if we can get some of them. That was an absolutely amazing experience. It's freezing. It's about a -15 today. My nose hairs are frozen. But that was great. I got to drive the whole way. These are our wonderful doggies. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alison and Lee and Zach might well have crashed somewhere. They didn't come with us. We think that their dogs got loose and the dogs ran off and left them. So we will try and figure out what the story with that is when we get back to them. Amelia's frozen, aren't you? Did you enjoy it? But you're frozen now, aren't you? Yeah. We're going to go and try and warm up. Did you enjoy it, Mark? Yeah.
Awesome. I loved it. I want to go again. That is our husky ride all done. We're back in and defrosted. It was absolutely Baltic doing it in -15 degrees. We'd paid for 30 minutes, but they actually said to us that we got an hour, so I think they got that wrong, to be honest. But as a group, we decided with the temperature that we would just do 45 minutes, and I think it was the right call because Amelia wasn't enjoying it towards the end. We just couldn't keep her fingers and toes warm, unfortunately. So she got a little bit grizzly, and even I found, to be honest, when we stopped and I took like my gloves off to take photos and things like that, couldn't get my feeling back again. I was like for about 20 minutes afterwards. So yeah, that was a little bit dicey doing it in those kind of temperatures. But we absolutely loved it. The story with Alison and Lee and Zach in the end wasn't quite as dramatic as what we thought. When they untied them right at the start to get going, they untied them and something snapped on the husky chain, so the huskies all bolted off, and Alison, Lee and Jake just got left there stranded. So that wasn't as bad as what we thought. We did think that they'd actually like run off like midway through the ride and just left them abandoned. So they just sat around for about half an hour by the campfire while we all went out and did our trip, and then they went out in the second group. It was really nice to have a bit of time at the end, just sort of walking around the husky farm with the guides. Got to see some of the younger pups and things, which was cute, and then we got to have some drink around the campfire to try and defrost. So yeah, all in all, I would definitely recommend doing that trip with them. So that's it for today. That's been a really amazing New Year's Day, and tomorrow is back to skiing again. I think it's going to be about -20 tomorrow. It's getting rapidly colder as the week goes on. It's -20 and then it's going to be like -28 or -29. So yeah, that's going to be a bit interesting, trying to do the reindeer ride towards the end of the week in -28 degrees. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and join me next time for catching up with some skiing. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe.